As of today, Microsoft Fabric provides an inbuilt functionality to mirror the Databricks Unity Catalog metadata into Fabric ecosystem. But there is a restriction that as long as the Databricks is within a VNet, one cannot mirror that data. There are circumstances or solutions wherein a Databricks would be within a VNet and we would need to replicate the actual data and not just the metadata from Databricks catalog tables into Fabric ecosystem. So that's what our solution would do. For that, we are starting with the open mirror database, which is as of now empty. Now, the source for our project would be Databricks database Unity catalog. Within that, as of now, it's the sales data, and within that, we want to synchronize the order data. So now let's start with the demo. As of now, I can see that there is no data within the corresponding table. Now I'll insert some sample data. Once the sample data is inserted, a trigger has been created on top of that table, that is on any change within that corresponding table a job is triggered. That notebook then reads the corresponding cdc change within the Databricks table, generates a parquet file corresponding to that change, and then uploads that file into the landing zone within the open mirror database. All of this is happening in near real time because of the concept of trigger that has been initiated. Post the insertion of the data, a trigger got initiated based on the table update. So post the job, under the uploaded file section in the landing zone, I am able to see the corresponding Parquet file that has got generated and a corresponding table with the number of rows has been replicated. If I query in the SQL Analytics endpoint, I can now see that the data that got inserted, the three rows that were inserted, are now visible into the mirror ring database in near real time. Now, this is not only for insert scenarios. Any change, be it delete, insert, can be considered. So now, let me go ahead and update the data. Once this data is updated, again the table update trigger would trigger the notebook that would update the CDC file into the corresponding landing zone. So now the corresponding job is getting executed, and for that the main reason is what we have done is we have created a trigger on that corresponding table. On basis of any change, go ahead and trigger the corresponding notebook that executes the synchronization. So post the job, a second parquet file got generated and the corresponding updated record is now present as a part of the new parquet file. In case if I go and execute the SQL query again, earlier the record for quantity was 7. Now in case if I re-execute it, it would show me the updated version of the data, that is 12. Similar would be the case with the deleted version. Now let me go ahead and delete the order ID 1003. Again it would follow the same process of trigger, initiate a table trigger, and then it would trigger the corresponding notebook. Post the notebook trigger, a new file gets generated. The corresponding deleted record becomes the row marker, and then the data gets deleted from the open mirror database as well.